everyone. Hello. Welcome back to my channel. Click that subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed yet, click that subscribe button anytime while watching this video, including right now. Welcome to any new subscribers. I am following up to the upload that I just did a day or two ago on the whole Neyo, singer Neyo's relationship choice, I'll put it that way, in which he can have four girlfriends, but the four girlfriends cannot have another boyfriend. Well, now this is the epitome of selfishness and love. And so I wanted to piggyback on that because I do understand for some people that's okay. And if that's okay with you, that's okay with you. I was trying to convey in the first video is that it comes across selfish because it's always the men who are wanting this. And then I reflected back on when I did earlier, well, actually a year ago, when actor Michael B. Jordan said that he was lonely, that he didn't find the companion that he was looking for in a mate, although he is a very highly sought after love attraction, I would say. And I did that video and I was saying that we seem to have a male loneliness epidemic, meaning, and by that I mean, men want a solid relationship, but sometimes they're still wanting their options. And once a person in a solid relationship realize that you're still toddling around with options, that person's gone. So you're back where you started from. So it is to me what I'm saying in this video, a matter of choice by which the person, in this case, I'll just say men, because women do it too, but I'm talking on the basis of male loneliness. Men are saying they can't find a suitable woman. I've done many videos on that topic. And what I had shared and what I'm sharing now, which is my solid point of view, if any man wants to take me to task on it and have a debate, I'm open to that. What I'm saying about that is sometimes a guy just haven't laid down his player card. Maybe he has not sold his wild oats. Maybe he hasn't grown up out of that yet. Maybe he's fantasizing about a life that someone else has and he wish he had. There's a various different reasons by which a man would still want to fuddle around with women and at the same time want to settle down. The settle down part to me is even in Neyo's conversation, and then recently, and I'll drop that in the description box so you can hear what I'm referencing. Recently, on a Cam Newton interview with, well, his name now is Hitmaker, but he was once Young Berg, and then I think Young Berg, or yeah, was his hip hop name, but now he's behind the scenes and he's an executive producer, I believe A&R Records. But nonetheless, I'll drop that in the description box. They spent most of that interview describing women, how they want to play around with women, and how it's just kind of like a passage. This woman, that woman, how they'll treat her, how they'll take her serious or not. And they went through all these episodes that I would say a man with power, prestige, and the purse, meaning money, can get away with doing that. Don't fool yourself. Everyday guys do not get away with that. Absolutely. They are using the power of the purse. So don't play that game with a good woman. However, at the end of that interview, or towards the end of that interview, they both did what has happened in past interviews that I've talked about, and that is come back full circle to they just want a good, solid, virtuous woman. And what they call that person is a rare catch. They were saying that nowadays, women have an Instagram and they put all these sexy pictures on, and by default, when they do that, they no longer want that woman as their keeper, one at home woman. She's someone they'll play around with. So what they were looking for is a sexy hot woman who happens to be classy and sophisticated, and that person seems to elude them. They cannot seem to find that. They cannot find everything in one woman, is what it's coming across as. Here's what I've said before, so this is not new. This is just the latest version of that. Just the latest version. So many times that person is missed because you're either not alert and aware that they're there already, or you let them get away by playing the same games that you would have played with those other chicks. And that chick don't play that. A woman that they are wanting as that solid piece of come home to woman that keeps a peaceful abode for them, that is smart, intelligent, loving, beautiful on the inside and on the outside, has a soul by which they'd like to bathe in. That woman, it's not that she's not pliable and workable and bendable and will, adjust some things. She's just not going to take any mess. That is how she became that woman you described. She's just not going to, what I call, settle for being treated a certain way. If she thinks, feels, or asserts that you have dishonored her, disrespected her, didn't recognize her full essence, you by default no longer deserve it in her mind. In her mind. You are not deserving or worthy of all of her, and she'll just leave. That's why you can't find that woman. That's why you need 4 women to make up for that one woman, and you're still short of the rareness. The rareness comes with the person. You can't fabricate that. You can't fabricate the soul of a person, the good heart of a person, the lovingness of a person. You can't fabricate the fact that people in your family and your friends go, what a catch in that one woman. And most of the time, you recognize it after you've lost her. Now, again, I've already had videos saying that. It's something in men which is causing this male loneliness. And I mean, just look at the number of long-term relationships of famous people, because I have to name famous people. You and I don't know people in common and generally, so I can't just say, hey, this happened to Bob next door. You don't know who the heck I'm talking about. So I have to use famous people to launch an understanding by which we can connect through this channel. But look at the number of divorces and challenges of these celebrity men that almost always involve going over playing with that chick over there. Rarely do you hear, and they call it irreconcilable differences, but rarely do you hear of a divorce otherwise. Otherwise, Neyo's wife divorced him because, according to her People Magazine interview, and I'll drop that in the description box for you, he wanted her to be okay with the now she's a wife. She's not a shack up. She's not shacking up. She's not. It's not just like he's paying her bills to come over there whenever. She's a wife. Yet he wants her to be okay with the other 4 options of a woman. Well, this is nonsense. This is belittling to a good woman. And certain women, you don't even read. A man ain't gonna bring that to me. You're not even gonna bring that to me as a you ain't. Oh, you're not. You're not even gonna bring that suggestion up over here. I mean, seriously, really? You think you can do that with all this? Hilarious. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at me. I can't even imagine. So I think that to some degree, men know which women, or if they can even approach a woman like that. certain women is you're not even gonna shack up with them. They're not even gonna have it. So again, it's the audacity to think that this woman who you want to find to be your wife life partner can open up to an option of exchange by which you can have other sexual partners, but she cannot. Well, you know what you can do with that. Okay. So that's what I wanted to follow up on. If it's your thing and you're okay with it, I ain't even mad with you. But the fact that I'm making the point of men saying they can't find a good woman, yeah, you can. You can't find a good woman who will take those options that you want. Because if you found that good woman, you would treat her more than a woman. You treat her like a queen, right? And I love you. If you've gotten this far, please click like, please click subscribe. Bring a film with you next time. Take care. Bye.